Here's a collector on the corner.
And Debbie.
And I'm on my second glass of tea this morning.
And I'm not.
And my project today is part of cleaning the yard. But it's a kind of a roundabout deal. That tractor behind us.
Yes,
That
sir.
way, y'all seen me put that engine in there. That's a power unit engine.
Yes, sir.
And a regular H has got 100 and...
And seeing you never got the front put on it like you're supposed to. Because you know why? You're a lazy butt.
Okay, well, okay.
You can't even do Randy do jobs.
Anyway, this is a Randy do, Debbie do job.
No, don't put
well, I'm gonna explain it.
Mine is clean the yard. Yours is crap.
Y'all watched me set this motor in there. It's a power unit motor.
Yes, sir.
And it's got the same cubic inches as a Super H engine. And it takes the same carburetor as a H or a Super H or M or a 350, bigger carburetor. And I wanted to put that 350 front end on it.
Uh-huh.
When I got that 350 front end on it, all the bolts that held it on, all 8 of them twisted off.
Oh.
And that's going to be drilled and tapped.
Oh, hockey puck.
There'll be a lot of work put on there, so let's throw them out on that. Well, at the auction, I bought that front bolster. Y'all see me manhandle it and put it on the trailer.
Uh-huh.
Well, right there it is. I got it out.
Oh, boy.
And I cleaned up and tapped and stuff on it, and there's one twisted off right there.
Uh-huh. What are you going to do to it?
Leave it.
I think I'd take the 22 and put the 22 against
and
it.
okay, there's one broke out
shoot
right
it through.
there.
See? Just
and
shoot
two
right through.
twisted off right there. But I've got a bolt to fit that.
Jeepers. What good is it?
What I'm going to do, I'm going to use this rig here.
Oh, put it in the yard for art. I'll paint it and I'll flatten the top with
What was
something
wrong?
and put a vase on it, a flower pot or something.
Yeah. What was wrong, the one that's on there, this piece right here was stripped out and welded. The original one off this H, and this one's good.
It looks welded,
so
too.
I'm going to put this under there.
You can't see that weld?
There ain't no weld on that.
It looks like weld.
It's just old grease.
All right.
It's old grease.
You say so, mister.
Yep, it's old grease. I can prove it to you.
Okay, prove it to me. Prove it to our viewers that that's grease.
I gotta get my goggles on.
Oh, no, you're just supposed to get a screwdriver and poke it. Oh, he's gonna, but I don't get to wear goggles. Boy, you're sweet as all get out.
See, that's just grease.
Ah, it looks like weld to me.
Yeah.
You're just trying to fun me. But you know what? You don't fun me.
That wire brush ain't got a lot of ump to it. Here,
Okay.
we'll take an ice pick.
See, that's what I usually do.
Well, I forgot I had that ice pick laying there.
Yeah, see, that does a lot better.
I need to move this ice pick out of the way because Debbie's liable to chip me with it. But anyway,
Are you a piece of ice?
I want to put this under there,
Uh-huh.
and I pull that
That over there.
here off of it
Yep, I see.
already.
Uh-huh. We remember.
And there's another one of them laying right here. And the reason being,
Yeah.
I'm going to put this one on here. It's got 2 tires on it.
Okie dokie pokey.
And once I do that, I can make this into a roller.
A roller.
Yeah, it'll be a roller. I can hook
So
that.
I can, like, cut the fence right there and just, like, roll it on into the ditch?
Well, I'm going to roll it around out of the way because I got a bunch of engines and stuff under that canopy that I need to get out of there. And I need to open this up where I can get in there. And this is part of getting all them cleaning this
You know,
up
I
and
don't
getting
mean to say anything, but it looks messier than it did before.
I know. But anyway, I'm going to move my walking tractors and jump in there and get them engines and stuff sitting around. I'm going to clean that canopy out. I want to clean that out.
Question.
What?
How many years have you been, or decades have you been saying that?
I had it cleaned out. We started out, we put that H Farmall in there.
No,
then
I
start-
didn't put that.
And then I run
Don't
across.
you start in.
I run across some bargains on walking tractors, and I bought them, and I got them in there, and I'd sit
Okay,
there.
how many of them walking tractors have you used?
3 of them.
Okay, I need to get a picture of you using it because I don't believe you. I saw you using the tiller. That's not a walk. Well, maybe technically it is a walking tractor.
It's convertible.
Yeah,
anyway,
I guess you walk behind the tiller. Okay, I'll give you a point for that one.
I've never heard this engine run. I don't know whether it's any good or not. The reason I didn't hear it run is a power unit like that and over yonder. And I never had a starter. The starter for a H and M and all them comes in from behind the flywheel.
Yes'm.
They come in back here. The ones on a power unit come from the front. And I never had a Farmall starter with the windings that went the right way, that turned the right direction.
Can't you just take them out and turn them around?
No, at that November 30th auction, I bought that power unit. And I done took the starter off and put a battery on it, checked it out. The starter's good, and I can put it on that power unit, see if that power unit's any good. And there's a wheel weight I neglected to find and haul around back. I would haul most of it.
Put it around your neck and
but anyway,
haul it back there.
But my little apparatus, I didn't show this the other day.
Okay,
but it does swing.
Oh boy!
If I want to. And
so
if I want to,
yeah,
I can take and pull this out, and I can move that boom.
Make it longer and shorter.
Or shorter.
Yeah.
It's medium right now.
Well, that's all you need.
But anyway, so if Debbie will
stand over
get
here
where she can video it.
Yeah.
I'm going to start this tractor up. I'm going to back up here and get as close to here as I can. I took that one frame rail off.
And then what are you going to do with it?
I'm going to bolt it in here.
Oh, I thought you was going to haul it off. No, you know, it would be helpful if you would get rid of some of the antiques around here to make...
there's no use in selling it for scrap.
No, I didn't say. I just meant moving it behind. Because I know you ain't...
Move behind. That's the plan.
Your plan is yeah.
She said she was going to be aggravating.
Yes, I'm giving it my all today.
Last night, she ain't forgot about that plan she's got for me. She says she's going to cut every other finger and every other toe off. And she said, I'll leave you 2 on one foot and 3 on the other, 2 on one, digits on one hand and 3 on the other. So, I don't know.
I want to see you mechanic with that many fingers and toes. So anyway, we'll see how this goes. I may be going to the hospital, who knows? Coming back. He's right about it swinging. Hey, I can come in on that like a wrecking ball, only it's not a wrecking ball. Just bang right into the tractor. What's that doohickey called right there?
Front bolster.
Okay, I'm going to come in like on a front bolster. And I might get hurt.
Whatever. It's going to fall over there one.
Oh, jeepers. Oh boy, that looks good. Oh boy, you almost got it there. Ain't you got a little pumping jack? Oh, that looks pretty close right there. Stop it, mister. Oh, you only got a bar on one side?
I took the one off the other side to make it easier.
Oh.
There's a bolt right in the center.
Jeepers. I think you need to grind it off and make it a little smaller.
If I could ever get that bolt in there.
I know. Sometimes it's hard to get things started. Except for an argument and a fight. Boy, you can start there real easy.
I should have had a wrench in my hand.
That's okay. You can do it again.
Oh yeah.
You're Randy the Great.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, you're my great Randy, so you're Randy the Great.
See what? I got it just a little bit, just a hair too high.
Too high. Flatten your tires.
Yeah, I could do that.
Uh-huh.
I can do this just easy.
Oh, shoot the dog. That's even better.
That's not no herky-jerky deal.
And you don't have to flatten your tires. Good thing you're a manhandler. I still think it's too fat.
Still took a little too high when I get it where it needs to be.
Okay, it went down pretty good.
It's not at the front is where I'm having trouble.
I know. Come on, Randy. Oh, shoot. Yay. Keep going. Come on.
Wrong wrench anyway.
Wrong wrench.
Now,
I don't mean to laugh, but that's funny.
this in here
Yeah, this in here.
in the front has been drilled and tapped out.
By you?
No, by somebody besides me.
Okay.
Somebody other than Randall. And I had to
Yeah.
ream the front hole out just a little bit.
Oh, boy. Oh, dear.
I've tapped that hole, so I know it'll fit. I think what I need to do now is raise it up a little.
Okay, it's come up.
I see it.
If it weren't for bad luck, he'd have no luck at all.
But what I'm gonna
Do,
I'm gonna start them on the other side now.
Okay, start him on the other side. Clay County Electric.
You can come around here if you want,
Oh,
or not.
well, I gotta watch where I'm walking because there's stuff under my feet.
See, this is
Oh, that one looks like it fits better.
this has got 3 on it, plus the one that's not really used.
Uh-huh. Well, how come you don't keep your nuts in
And
your
what I've got,
nut?
the original bolts that fit on here,
Uh-huh. Don't
the
work.
heads of them 3/4.
Uh-huh.
But I've got some real hard bolts that got a little bigger head on them.
Okie
I
dokie.
think 13, 16.
Okie dokie.
Or 7, 8.
If you don't know, I can't help you. I know 1/2 inch and 9/16. No, I don't know 7/8. But I know 1/2 cup and 3/4 cup, 2/3 cup. So I can help you there. I used to know wrenches better when I helped Randy all the time, but I don't help him much anymore. Boy, howdy, he wasn't ready. Do. Boy, look at that. That's a triple wheeler, people. He's gonna really go around in a circle, I reckon. I like your triple wheeler tractor.
There it is.
Okay, what size is that?
I don't know, 7/8.
Oh, Lordy, you're losing it. If you don't know what size that is, uh-oh, you're doohickeys. It almost doohickied.
I don't have much air pressure on my big compressor, and I've got it turned down to about 80 pounds.
Why?
I got tired of kicking on and off all the time.
Oh.
It used a lot more electricity, and I was airing up tires, and 80 pounds enough to air up car tires.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't adjusted back up.
Oh.
I didn't.
Oh, that's better.
This in here, they ain't gonna have a lot of power because
Was you reaching for that invisible bolt? Because I seated you. Oh, boy, come on up, darling. See, it's a good thing you've got this hoisty.
well, I gotta pull that other one over before
Hoisty thingy to help you.
that. Let me raise this up a little. This might do it.
Oh,
See, that swings.
yes, it swings.
What we'll try to
Just
do
a
is
swinging, swinging, just a
side of that
swinging.
is.
Me and Randy on the front porch, we's a just a swinging. Oh, it looks like it's going in a little. A little more.
Now I'm gonna back this one back out
Why?
because I'm gonna do something different with it.
Oh.
I've got another. I got a different bolt. Woo. I got a different bolt with a big thick washer.
You need to make a U in that for your head.
Yeah. Or be short like you, I'd cleared it.
Hey, I worked hard at being short. My family was either tall and skinny
Well,
or
use this bolt
short
here.
and chubby, so I'm the
I
short
used
and
that
chubby
long bolt
one.
where I could get it lined up. See, I didn't even oil threads on that, and I've got threads oiled on this.
Oh, so that makes a big difference, oiling your threads?
Yeah. Sometimes. Got socket in there for that. That's different bolt.
That ain't gonna go no further because it's got those washers in the way.
I know. Well, because now
Yes'm.
that's only got 2 holding.
Yeah, 2
They're a
holding.
little bit bigger than the original 1/2-inch ones. But what I can do,
Yes.
I've cleaned these. I've got dirt in that again, but I've cleaned them and tapped them. I'm gonna take these old frame rails.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna drill holes in them. I'm gonna bolt them like this.
And what will that do?
Well, that'll give me these 2 bolts and them 2 bolts holding that on here. And then these 2 bolts back here holding it on. I can put some through there. And what I can do, I can run this out here a ways and put me a flat steel plate on the front for like a push bumper or to hang weights on. Because I was thinking this tractor here with this bigger motor in it, being an H, it'd still be an H, the same weight class as a regular H. And I'd like to at least one time in my life go to take a tractor to a tractor pull.
You bozo.
Well, just, it's just something I'd like to do once,
If you want, I'll pull you around with the tractor.
Hopefully I won't do like them people with stock cars, get addicted to it and spend too much money doing it. But
Oh, you'll be going alone, all right.
Yep. But anyway, now, I'll put these on this other side, if I can get it lined up. What it needs, it's got pressure on it.
Uh-oh. Means you need to jack it up.
No, I need to let it down.
Oh.
It ain't going nowhere.
How do you know? It might tip over and go straight through the center of the earth.
Now what I can do. Got this right here.
Hey, you know what? If a black hole started up right here, I would be happy because all your junk could fall in it. I bet you'd jump in to save it.
Yeah.
I know you.
I go after my treasures, my treasures.
I know you would.
I'd grab you on the way down, though.
And I'll video it. Oh, jeepers.
Is it coming up any now?
Yes, it is. I guess I need to look. I'm too busy laughing.
I might ought to loosen them 2 bolts on the other side.
Why? They'll just snap off and then you'll have to replace them.
That's what. That's a good possibility.
You're getting ahead of yourself, mister.
You're supposed to start all your bolts first.
That's what I thought. I thought you were supposed to do one a little bit, and another one a little bit, and another one a little bit, and then another one a little bit. And then tighten them all the same way. And tighten them from like opposite of each other. Doot, doot, doot.
That moved a little.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I seen it move a little when I did that.
Okay, I wasn't looking. I was over here in a daze. I like to stay in a daze. That way I don't have to
Too
pay
high.
attention.
I'm already too high.
Uh-oh, you're touching that.
Well, once I loosened that up, it jumped.
Touch,
What
touch,
is?
touch, touch. Oh, okay, it went down. Okay, that in the way. Is it gonna work?
Now it's gonna line up.
All righty. Okay, you're in my way. You need to move. You want me to push on it with my hip?
No. Get me up.
Tarp strap? Oh,
Something to line it with here
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom.
Did you line it? Nope. Nope.
Get that blind eye on it, huh?
Yes, get your blind eye on it.
I still got too much pressure on it.
Keep going.
It's fighting.
Okay, I think it's about lined up right there.
Yeah.
But it was about lined up. Oh, yay!
Yeah, getting close.
Yep, yep. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, MacGyver. There you go.
There, we get one started.
Yes, I know about the getting one started thing.
I did.
Yay!
I did.
Yay! Yay! What was you doing, unscrewing it? Well, that's cool beans.
Gotta find my tool.
Ah, your tool.
You see how my impact wrench almost got caught just a while ago? I got this extension with a wobble joint.
Oh, wobble joint. Oh boy. Yeah, I've seen it. Didn't look like it was lacking where you put it. So is the wobble joint a good place to go to? I guess not.
Is anything like a juke joint?
I know you never would take me when we were dating.
No, I wouldn't take you to the bar. You'd start too many fights.
Oh gosh. I know how to fight. I had 3 brothers.
Yeah.
4 brothers. Oh, good grief. 4 brothers. I'm forgetting about one. Oh, I heard that.
I did too.
Uh-oh. Randy.
Well, I didn't damage.
No, he didn't. But let me see your head.
I hit it where I already got a knot.
Oh!
That's it.
Jeepers. It's red as can be, yo. Now, are you going to let me pop that now that you got it all red?
I'll tell you what that's from. Have
Bumping
my hat
is-
on backwards.
And bumping.
Because usually the bill of your hat will hit that, especially if you're wearing a cowboy hat.
Okay.
The cowboy hat, the brim of your hat, to keep you from doing that.
Ooh,
But-
I wouldn't mind you being a cowboy.
Well, I used to be, or thought I was once. I owned 16 horses at one
Oh,
time.
just because you own something. You own 16, 25, 30 tractors. That don't mean you're, well, yeah, you are. Sorry.
I thought I was a tractor guru.
No, you're not a tractor guru. You're a tractor junkru. You just like to put them in the yard and walk by and ooh and ah over them.
Well, I don't know about that. But
Oh, yes, I've seen you out here rubbing some of them. And I thought to
had
myself,
it when I go by.
yeah, and I'm thinking, I said, you used to do that to me.
You used to let me.
Well, now you've got your tractors.
That's not the right socket.
You, the great Randini, don't know the right socket?
I'm trying to use these impact sockets. And,
Oh, and you don't know them as well?
oh, they've gotten old and the numbers on them is all wore off.
Well, you used to not even have to look at the number.
Well,
Just
I
look.
can't see good.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay. Can I ask you something?
What?
How do you know you're even working on a tractor if you can't see good?
Sometimes I don't know.
What?
Sometimes I don't know.
I think you're working on my 60 Pontiac.
I don't know what's wrong with that.
What's wrong?
You loosen it.
Yeah, your thing sounds like it's a popping and a popping and a dopping. I think I may have heard it kick on.
I know exactly what's wrong with it. Don't want to work.
Or it might be his brain. Sometimes his brain makes noise when it kicks in. No, I didn't touch it. I might be stepping on it, but I didn't touch it. Oh, the famous oil. Oh, just a smidgen of oil makes it go on better. Do 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 do. Makes it go on better. Hope you guys can see there's quite a bit of shatter. Is that done?
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Yay!
Now I gotta jack it up.
Jack it up.
Yeah, this lip won't lift that. Bend it.
Okay.
I'll get my big jack.
Oh, it'll bend this sucker?
I'll jack it up.
I thought it
And
was
I gotta
supposed
put this back
to
under there.
do all kinds of stuff.
See, that's wedge shaped.
Uh-huh.
You put that under there and you
say
scoop.
so.
You wedge them wheels forward.
Uh-huh.
You kind of caster them forward,
Uh-huh.
and that makes it steer easier.
Okay.
Okay, I will give people a tip.
Okay.
If you got one of these Farmalls,
Yes.
where you grease that bolster is right here.
In that chain?
No. See that chain?
Uh-huh.
It's got a little link in it.
Uh-huh.
And you just do this,
Uh-huh.
and it unhooks.
Oh, cool.
And this is one that come unhooked on you.
Oh, really?
Okay, this bolster, you grease it right here.
Oh, I see it.
But there's a bushing up here.
Uh-huh.
But below that bushing,
Yes.
there's a thrust washer.
And?
It's a thrust bearing. And it's like this. It's a sandwich. You got balls in between it.
Uh-huh.
And when you go to grease this, you want to jack this up and take all the pressure off your front wheels
Uh-huh.
so that grease can get inside of that thrust bearing and make it easy to steer.
Oh, okay.
This here's got one of the bolts up somewhere. This one steers good. See how easy that turns?
Boy.
It steers real good.
Good.
But
Goody, goody.
that'll hold for right now for me to get this thing. And the round blocks I put under kind of deteriorated over the last year or two that it's been sitting here. But I got these wheels right here I got to put under here.
Uh-huh.
They was holding there.
Oh, they're still holding air.
One of them's flat. One of them's flat.
It's only flat on one side.
That must have been unreliable air.
Unreliable Randy.
But anyway,
Well, look at that
the
sucker.
tar don't look too
looks
good
like
either,
looks
does it?
like the mice chewed it up over the winter.
Something happened to it. Was laying on the ground. But then I can hook to this. And the only bad thing about this rig is you bump your head on it if you don't raise it up, folks.
Yeah.
It works.
I heard him. He bonkered his head
But
pretty
see,
good.
if you look, see, it's just held on there by that right there.
Uh-huh.
That one pin.
Uh-huh. Oh, boy.
I can pull this one pin out. I can slip this off, pull this one pin out, and pull this off. It's all light pieces that I can handle.
Really?
It's nothing real heavy. And what keeps that going back is just this pipe I welded on here.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty good weld for an old one-eyed blind man.
Yeah, it is.
It held, it didn't break.
I want to put a couple of them push bars in the front of little Judy, so when people get in my way, I can push them out of the way.
Yeah, with that little bitty motor that's about as long. Got about as many cubic inches as one cylinder, or maybe that M, or two cylinders this H.
Hey, you quit making fun of little Judy. She'll cry.
But anyway, I need to move this tractor. And now I can put the steering worm back in it and move it out of the way and get a radiator and put the fan on it. I pulled the oil pan off because
Yes'm.
I drained the oil out of it, and then I heated on with this little propane torch, and a bunch of sludge came out, and I said, I'm going to pull that pan off and clean it.
I don't blame you.
So I pulled it off.
I don't blame you.
But anyway, I don't know. I think it's a good motor. It hasn't got any stuck valves, and if you look under the valve cover, it's not all sludged up. It's not all dirty.
No, it's not. Don't look too bad.
Okay, I want to talk about something people used to do.
Okay, what did people used to do?
Used to be, back in the spring, them old houses had wooden floors in them, and they'd lay 1-inch boards down for a floor, and they might put a layer of tar paper under there, or cardboard, or whatever they had, and then they'd lay another set of boards on top of that.
Uh-huh.
And that was their floors.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably put a coat of paint on it. Come springtime, after the winter, especially in the living room, they had a stove right in the middle of the living room.
Mm-hmm.
They'd take that wood stove outside and sweep all the ashes and everything and move everything out of that room. And then they'd get out there and they'd get them hot soapy water, and they'd get them a brick bat.
Uh-huh.
And they'd scrub them floors with a brick bat.
Why?
Get them real clean.
Why?
And they'd rub most all the paint off, and the paint was already wore off where people traveled.
Uh-huh.
And they'd smooth that floor back up, and after it dried, they'd repaint it. Spring clean it.
Oh.
They'd do their houses one room at a time that way and scrub the floors with a brick bat.
Good grief. I'm glad I wasn't around then.
But that's pretty rough texture.
Uh-huh.
And they might put a little sand on there on the floor. If they had a place that was real bad,
Uh-huh.
they'd put them some clean sand on there and rub that around there. But that's why they clean their floors. Back years
Okay,
ago.
can I ask you, I know you're pretty old. Was you back there when they did that?
No, but I seen some of the old people do it. When I was a kid, I seen some old people doing spring cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
I come riding by on my pony, and all their furniture was out in the yard and stuff. And I thought, are they moving away, gonna have an auction or what? And I stopped, and that woman and her daughter was in there scrubbing the floor with a brick bat, and the daddy was smoking his cigar, and he was bossing them.
Oh, jeepers. I'd have knocked him down and I'd have rubbed him with a brick bat.
That's the way it was, you know.
Yeah,
That's the way it was.
I'm glad times
They
are...
doing spring cleaning.
Well, by gosh, she should have went out and did some spring
So,
cleaning in the
That's
yard.
what I'm doing. I'm going to try and do some spring cleaning. Spring's just about here. Look, I'm in a T-shirt today.
I know.
This is January,
and
I'm
I've
in a
got a
T-shirt.
coat and a hat on.
But you want to know what I do with a brick bat?
What do you do with a brick bat?
Little Debbie's. She's got real little hands, real little feet. And I don't think the blood vessels in her hands and feet's real big, and her hands and feet get ice cold.
Yes.
Well, the rest of her does.
Yes. And my nose.
So at night, I take a brick bat and I put it in front of that stove and I get it hot.
Uh-huh.
And I wrap it up in one of my old T-shirts. I raise the covers up and I stick this down there between her feet.
Uh-huh.
And she says, well, I gotta move my feet so they don't burn. And that will last several hours.
Uh-huh.
And when it gets cold, you can just reach down and get a different one, wrap up and put in there. And anyway, so, and sometimes I give her a foot massage.
You ain't did that in a spell.
I ain't did that in a day or two. Well, we run out of that
Hand lotion? I mean lotion?
Yeah.
I
that
gotta
lotion
get
I've
some
been
more.
putting on her. We got to go to Walmart and buy some lotion. I haven't done it. I don't like to go to Walmart because every time I go there, I spend $100, $150,
Oh,
$200.
God. I think the last...
And come home and say, what did I get from
Yeah,
the
we
money?
went and bought groceries and bought like $372 and spent...
Yeah.
And we're like, what are we going to eat?
Yeah.
Now, I'm including laundry,
Dish liquid,
laundry detergent, toilet paper.
Maybe a gallon of oil or some
Yeah.
antifreeze and a little bit of other stuff in there, and maybe some of that Mike's
hard lemonade.
hard lemonade. We
Yeah.
and Debbie like to drink one of them, share one of them every once in a while. Sit on the porch of the picnic table and share one. But anyway, this H is a power unit engine, and the way
I
you
know
tell
you done told us that.
But I found this out. I learned something from watching videos. Now I watched this guy called Kenny Kisler's Rusty Nuts Ranch up in Minnesota, and he messes with old Farmall tractors.
Yes, sir.
And he's got a M that he tracked down that his grandfather owned, and he's bought it. And he said the motor in it, the original motor is a power unit engine because it's got this plate on here for a fuel pump. A lot of power units that may be way up high on a combine or something, the gas tank down low, and they put a fuel pump on it.
Wow.
So I learned that watching Kenny Kisler's video the other night.
Well, that's
He
good.
made a new video and with this whole M he's brought in. Anyway, so I watched that.
So thank you, Kenny.
And something else I was going to tell. I forgot what
that Valentine's Day is coming and you're going to get me something really nice?
I don't know about that, but what are you going to get me?
I get you stuff all the time.
For Valentine's, though.
Well, ooh, I'm going to give you a bloody nose. That's going to be your Valentine.
I know what to get her, though. You can always get Debbie chocolate. She's a chocolate girl. She likes chocolate.
Yes.
And chocolates.
And
she shares it with me.
And you won't even do that for me.
And she shares it with me when she gets it.
I'm going to call you a buzzard. Do you hear me?
Okay.
You old buzzard.
Okay. You want me to do some buzzarding?
No, I'm just calling you a buzzard.
But anyway.
Hey, you know what else? There's a bridge calling for you, Mr. Troll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
what else?
That's about it. Something I was going to tell.
I made you forget.
Lost my train of thought.
I know. I seen it go by.
Oh, I know I was going to tell.
How?
Stick your tablet up under there where they can look up in that hole.
Okay. Right here?
No, underneath.
I know. I was just goofing.
No, well, they can see.
Okay, I hope they can see, because I can't. Okay, what are we looking for?
It's empty. There's nothing under there. There's no clutch, nothing in there.
Oh, shoot, the dog. What'd you do with it?
Okay, I took it all out
Yeah.
when I pulled the engine out.
Oh.
And when I want to put this engine back in there, to make it easier where I didn't have to stab and line up a clutch, I didn't put a clutch or none of that in it.
God, you got
So
tools
y'all got
everywhere.
to watch me make a video the other day where I pulled the clutch out of an H.
Yep. And that's what you did
I'm going
with this,
to make another video
where you're putting it
where I
back.
put a clutch back in this one.
Okay.
Put it back together. And I guarantee you, I'll put the clutch back in here and everything faster than I got that one out, because this engine is not stuck. It'll turn over.
Oh,
And I can turn it over with a crank, because I made sure when I had this off that I loosened this all up right here. Now it's going to call me a liar. See?
Yes. Well, I see
That's the crank deal.
That's the crank.
I can put a crank handle on that.
Crank
and I can crank this over, or get Debbie to crank it over while I'm laying under her, take all them 6 clutch pressure plate to bell housing bolts out. But I'm going to get everything all ready and cleaned up, and all my holes tapped out, and all my bolts cleaned and wire brushed.
And?
I'm going to try and put that in there lickety-split.
Lickety-split.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
But I'll show you. See, this is still, I can show another deal about this being a power unit engine. Instead of having them plugs on the side of the pan, it's got a dipstick.
Oh, got a dipstick. Okay.
To check the oil.
Okay. Whatever you say, dear.
But it's a power unit engine.
Okay. Well, I know I wouldn't want to sit on that seat. That seat looks comfy.
I've got a cushion to go on there.
You
Factory
better.
one, a nice one.
Oh, boy.
It's on that Super M.
You better have one.
I took it off, put it inside where it'd be out of the weather.
You better have one.
But now I gotta get my other jack and jack this up and get some tires on the front of it, and I can pull it out of here.
Yes, and pick up all of your mess.
And that's one of them engine blocks.
Boy, it's rusty.
If
It
you
looks
look,
cracked.
It's broke right there.
Yeah.
Look, see where that cylinder's busted? See that crack?
Yes.
See, that block ain't no good.
So what's it doing here?
But I didn't haul it off because I thought someday I might get a boring bar and I could use it to practice on.
Listen here.
That's a 350
I'm
Chevy.
about bored with your boring bar.
I know, but that's a 350 Chevy. It's the same bore, 4-inch bore as a lot of other motors, 327.
That's a 350 Chevy. You did that to it?
327s.
327s are better.
327s or 302 Fords and stuff. And I can practice on a 4-inch bore because that's going to be the commonest motors that I fool with will have 4-inch bores.
Okie dokie, pokey.
So, but I'll take that thing and clean it up and take that wire brush on the drill and knock the rust off the inside there. And,
you think Judy would look down much if I put that bumper on her?
Yeah.
You don't think she'd even go, do you?
Well, see, now I ain't got to pick that up by hand. I can use this lift to pick that up.
Ooh,
I'll put it back in my truck and haul it yet, and that winch over to our son's house.
Oh, cool.
It belongs to him.
Yes'm. Okay.
And to get it any more than 30 days, I'm going to have to work on that Dodge and get that engine put back together.
Yes.
I got to do that for the boy.
Oh.
I promised to do it.
Okay, but you're not a good promiser. You promised me stuff.
I know it. As they say, promises are made to be broken or put on hold or procrastinated.
No promises are made for girls to take their whoppers and whop you. Because when you promise, you don't make promises if you don't plan on keeping them. But I promised to wallop you. So how's that sound?
Oh, I know what I was going to say. Somebody said that the reason they might not fill a propane tank, it belonged to some other company. That don't belong to no other company. How I got that propane tank was there was a guy who had a cabin down here on the river. And he bought it. And the propane tank went with it when he bought the cabin.
Uh-huh.
And he was down there, he was an old guy.
Yes.
Older than me, he was close to 90 at the time. And he was down there with a little Massey Ferguson tractor and bush hog, and he run over the freeze-proof hydrant that was outside.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a big water line under the ground there.
Mm-hmm.
And what that is, they ain't using river water. It's right on the river. They don't use river water.
Uh-huh.
He didn't have a pump. There's a guy got a drilled well on down there. In all them cabins, he was furnishing them water for just a few dollars a month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'd help him pay the electric bill. That was it, all they wanted.
Uh-huh.
And they'd run water lines down there and buried them deep in the ground with a backhoe where they wouldn't freeze and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he had water gushing up out of the ground, and he didn't know what to do, and he come down here and asked me, and I said, yeah. I said, down at Jim Brown's cabin, which Jim Brown's gone now too. I said, that's where the pump's at.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I know where it's at. So I went down there and I went in there and turned the pump off and went over and got my sharpshooter shovel and I dug up where the freeze-proof hydrant was. And he broke that plastic pipe. It was that PCV Schedule 40 and it was like 1 inch in diameter.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, I don't want that freeze-proof hydrant anymore anyway. So I come down here and I got a bunch of plastic pipe and I had fittings and glue and I went back over and fixed his leak for him. And after I fixed his leak and everything, he paid me. And he said, you want that propane tank? He said, it belongs to me. He said, but I'm not going to use it. He said, we ain't out down here in the wintertime. We're just down here when the weather's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I don't need it. He said, you can have it if you want it. And he come back out there and he give me some papers where the people he bought the cabin from had bought and paid for that tank.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got them somewhere in there. They might be in with all them car titles is where I'm thinking they're at. But I've got the papers on that tank. That tank belongs to us. And my youngest son, he borrowed it for a while when he was up at Mammoth Springs. And the outfit out of Thayer filled it a few times. The outfit out of Thayer. And I could get them to come down and fill that tank, and it'd be $14 more than it was from this local guy, is what it'd be.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be $14
So
more. So I guess I'll go up there this week and buy some. I've used it down there. It'll hold another 150 gallons now, so I'll just buy 150 gallon put in it. But there's several of them deals. I've been seeing that and from Thayer.
Come by. I've seen it.
Come by
here.
And I've been seeing that Reed Oil Company from Donovan come by here and everything. And
Well, get out there and stop them and ask them how much.
I read reviews on that Reed Oil Company.
Yeah.
And this one lady was saying that she would paid for propane and they didn't deliver it, and she called Reed Oil Company up and told them I've run out and I'm here at home with my kids as her husband worked on the boats or something. She said, and I ain't got no heat. And she said the guy that owned the company showed up at 10 o'clock that night and put propane in her tank and went in and made sure she got all her pilot lights lit and everything. She really give good reviews on that Reed Oil Company up there at Donovan.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have let her run out.
What?
They shouldn't have let her run out.
Well, they wasn't want to let her run out. It was a different outfit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
different outfit let her run out.
Oh, okay. I
She
get
owned
you
her
now.
own tank.
I get you now.
Yeah, she said she'd been waiting on 3 weeks for delivery.
Jeepers creepers, that's pretty bad.
Here's a brand new one of them deals that goes on a C to H. It's a toolbox, you know, like it was on that other one. Like it's on
Oh.
that other. There's a brand new one.
Whoa.
New old stock. It was in that junk I
Wow.
bought.
Wow, I thought it was a bookbinder or something for a
But
really fat
now
book.
I got a bunch of them pedestal deals I can haul off and get around here. But Debbie is right. All this stuff needs to be cleaned up and moved. And
Guys,
Put
can
around
you
back.
hold this for a second? Because I'm going to faint.
well, I agree with you. You know, I'll put every available man on it, but being it's just me, you know.
You mean the blind and deaf guy?
Well, see, I can only see half as much mess as you do.
Oh, crap. I said crap. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, I guess on that note, I'm going to tell Randy goodbye and good luck to you.
Anyway.
Yeah, y'all have a great day.
Spring's come to Arkansas. I'm in the short sleeves. And Debbie's wearing a fur hat.
Yeah, I'm wearing
You
a
got
hat.
coat on.
Yes,
She's
I
a chilly Willie.
yeah, I'm
You know.
a chilly Willie.
And
Looks like we're being invaded by the state highway department.
last night she started talking about her being pesky Indian tribe.
Uh-huh.
So I did a search for Gumby.
Uh-huh.
And I probably watched
Yeah, a bunch of Gumbies.
3 hours of Gumby.
Uh-huh.
I watched him go to the
You
moon.
didn't watch the pesky Indian tribe one.
Nope, I never seen the pesky Indian tribe one, but I watched a bunch of Gumby.
Well, that's what I am. I'm from
It is-
the pesky
There's
Indian
one
tribe.
episode where Gumby actually rides his horse, rides Pokey.
Yes.
I've seen it. I can remember
Uh-huh.
seeing it when I was a little kid, and I ain't never run across it again. But there's one episode he rides that pony.
Okay. I think,
We've analyzed Gumby good enough.
yes, yeah.
Well,
Gumby is
We'll
Gumby.
say goodbye and good luck to you, and well, keep a hammering away at it. And eventually, we might get something done. Well, we might.
I'm getting laundry done, and speaking of laundry, I need to go check my laundry. Hey, how you doing? So anyway, thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a great day. And I hope it's warm where you're at, because we're warm today. And I love y'all, and thank you for watching. And be sure and like and subscribe and share with all your friends, your neighbors, your enemies, your loved ones. You know, just share. Love y'all, and have a great day. Bye.